Thanks for putting me on the R&D team, Snake. I'll cut to the chase. We've commenced development on our own bipedal weapon. The only thing is, we don't exactly have easy access to resources here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have the budget of a defense department behind us.
I understand. That's why I want to ask you something. If you fight any more AI weapons, could you try to gather as many of their parts as you can? That would really make things go a lot smoother.
Again, easier said than done.
If anyone could do it, you can, boss. You single-handedly took out the pupa.
True.
Look, if you're not interested, I can just work with what we have here. I'm not trying to force you to take unnecessary risks. You're the boss around here.
All right. No promises. But I'll think about it.
Great. Also, each AI weapon has a head part that serves as the core of its armament. Recovering a head part will allow you to use the weapon associated with that part. But those guys won't go down without a fight, so don't get too preoccupied with this stuff.
Don't worry. I'm not about to risk my life for a bunch of scrap.
I would hope not. One more thing. Our new bipedal weapon needs a name.
Good point. We can't keep calling it our bipedal weapon.
I had a talk with Miller, and we came up with Metal Gear Zeke.
Metal Gear? Zeke?
Yep. As you know, Metal Gear was coined by Granin.
And Zeke?
It's a name the U.S. military gave to Japanese aircraft that flew during World War II. Zeke was the Japanese Navy's best fighter plane. So are you okay with that, Snake?
Sure. Fine by me.
Miller was saying that an army without borders will need a deterrent against other countries. He's right. With Metal Gear, MSF can achieve true independence.
Here's hoping.
So now we can develop our own Metal Gear. We're going to go to the menu for that right now. This is the Metal Gear Zeke development kind of area. You'll stick them in Mother Base eventually. This is just kind of the little model viewer for the area. You got main parts, walk unit, power unit, leg parts, and head parts. I like to grind on the pupa battle for these parts. Eventually you'll get all the parts you need just by fighting the pupa over and over again. So that's pretty good. You got a jetpack. We got a fully functional jetpack there. Nothing. So yeah, eventually we'll be able to make a Metal Gear.
Snake, that's a hind. You've got to take it out somehow. Either neutralize the soldiers or bring down the chopper. Good luck.
Don't even think about facing a chopper head-on. Guerrilla tactics would work well in a place like that. Moving from tree to tree will make it hard to get a fix on you from the air. That's your best chance.
Good thinking, Commandante. You clearly know your way around a battlefield.
Enough, boss. Time to stop talking and start using your ears. When you're hiding, you won't be able to see the chopper that well. It's important to use sound to get a read on its position. You could also try taking out its tail rotor. That would greatly reduce its mobility. And watch out for ground troops.
Copy that, Commandante. So this Dr. Strangelove was at NASA?
Yeah. Well, actually, Strangelove left for DARPA not long after I joined.
And then the two of you ended up back together doing research in Costa Rica.
Not exactly together. We coordinated on a few things, but the research projects themselves were separate from each other. We had it worked out so that Dr. Strangelove handled the mammal pod, Peace Walker's cerebrum, while I did the rest.
That letter, something to do with your research?
Huh? No, it's yeah, it's a report. Research findings.
Research findings? Anything in there we could use against Peace Walker?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Just don't read it, okay? Promise me you won't?
Well, shit, if there's research findings here, we gotta read it. Hey, long time no see, huh? Sorry for writing to you out of the blue like this, but I've been trying to get in touch, but you know, you haven't been answering. Was it something I said maybe? If so, I apologize. It's just there's something I want to tell you, so I decided to put it in a letter. I mean, obviously this isn't the best time and all, but I was, you know, kind of curious about your research and stuff. Speaking of which, How's the pod coming along? I was wondering whether that program I wrote was working or not. You know, the one that links our two AIs together? If it's not, I could always go over and fix it, if that's okay, of course. This does not seem like research findings. Anyway, I've been meaning to tell you something for the longest time. I've been thinking, back when we first met at NASA, those were fun times, you know, living the dream. I've always held you, your research, that is, in the highest esteem. Jesus, Huey, this is not research findings! So when you disappeared from NASA all of a sudden, I was devastated. I need you. For my research, you mean? Huey? Why are you writing love notes to people? Oh god. You know, just you and me doing research together. I mean, not just research, well, there is the research, of course. But research can have many different meanings, can't it? I'm rambling again, sorry. There's a lot of things in this letter that's like, why so ... What I'm trying to say is, there's no way he actually wrote those ... in there. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, looks like Huey's got a bit of a crush on Dr. Strangelove. Your dear friend Huey, he just accidentally friend-zoned himself. Way to go, Huey. Way to go. Right, enough of reading Huey's awful letters. Let's go ahead and start the level. This is another boss battle level. This game really likes boss battles, and once you fight the first boss, they're going to throw pretty much all of the bosses at you at once. Like, you'll have a level or two boss battle, level or two boss battle, level or two boss battle. It can be kind of annoying. We could, or we could actually just focus on the hind itself. Ow. So we're just gonna take out the plane. We're not really gonna worry about the troops unless they start attacking us. RPGs work pretty well against this guy. This isn't really that tough of a boss battle, I would have to say. So there's at least one guy out here who is, who can see me. Ow. This is another one of those that's a lot tougher your first time through. Oh, let's Fulton this guy, why not? Seems like so far we've been able to Fulton at least one guy per boss battle, which isn't terrible. And as long as we're not getting distracted, this boss really shouldn't take that long. Whoops, you just killed your own men, sir. He definitely takes a lot more hits than the previous bosses we've fought. I'd say he's probably even going to take longer than the pupa. This here is a supply mark. If you let it down and then press the button, the fire button, Mother Base will send you a cardboard box filled with ammo and rations, and it's all good. They're pretty useful during bosses, although I think you lose heroism points if you do it, but I don't really care. And there go your backup. How'd you like that? Yeah, we're kind of beating the shit out of this guy right now. Rockets works wonders. This area that we're fighting in has always reminded me of the area from Metal Gear Solid 3, the first time that you fight Ocelot. So hopefully after this level we don't fall into a cave and fight a B-Man. This is mainly just take cover when he's shooting, and then when he's not shooting, always shoot him. And if you're out of ammo, use a supply mark. Eventually, the supply marks upgrade so that they're better, and that it's a thrown thing instead of having to place it down. Placing it down takes a little too long and it leaves you open for attack, but eventually you'll get one that acts sort of as a grenade that you throw, and it's pretty good. Whoops. I shouldn't have been meow meow meowing. I probably should have been running. That was completely my bad. Nope. No backup for you. Did someone make it down here? If you're lucky enough, you can shoot the cockpit and shoot through the guy, but it takes, I think, a specific gun to shoot the cockpit open. Ooh, he'll get in your way. So yeah, we got him down to less than half health now. Not much longer. I guess we'll set down another supply mark. I'm about to get blown up. Yep, saw that coming. Saw that coming a mile away. Obviously, you need to wait in between supply marks. Also, if the cardboard box lands on your head somehow, like if you're just standing under it, it will knock you out.
You're going it alone? No way! You're out of your mind!
Yeah, well, you've been writing love notes to our enemy. Hurrah! Sometimes bosses will kind of use the background to their advantage, especially the flying ones, so keep that in mind. Sometimes it'll be foggy and they'll use the fog to their advantage, but oh well. You're gonna deploy... Yep. Nope. You have not been able to deploy backup in forever. He should be done very, very shortly. Oh, I'm out of... I didn't even realize that I'm out of ammo for that.
That's gotta be the leader. Can you take him down?
Ah, now we can just focus on the leader and hopefully keep the airplane alive so we can use it for outer ops. Hello, there you are. It'd be a lot easier to shoot him if we had a sniper rifle. And then thankfully, the plane lands itself somehow. Nanomachines, son.
Boss, I'm starting to wonder if recruiting the soldiers with a Fulton isn't a little heavy-handed.
I already don't like where this is going.
I think the voluntary approach could be more pragmatic. Technically, we're not a corporate entity, but at our size, that's not too far from the truth. We can't keep using guerrilla tactics to find new blood. To search for volunteers, select recruit from the menu, or select trade to exchange soldiers with other mercenary units.
Yeah, provided we got the friends for that.